So, what does it really take to build a successful global business in today's world? It's about way more than just a brilliant idea. It's about having a very specific set of skills to navigate what's become an incredibly complex international landscape. So, let's break down exactly what those skills are.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You can have two companies with almost identical ideas, but one just skyrockets while the other completely fizzles out. And more often than not, the real difference is the skill set of the founding team. The global market, it offers these massive opportunities for sure, but the risks, they're just as big. And at the end of the day, it's the skills that decide who survives.
Okay, take a look at this. It's fascinating when you compare two global giants like Spotify and Shein. They took completely different paths to get where they are. Spotify started in Sweden, right? But it immediately went after the legally complicated UK and EU markets. Shein, on the other hand, totally ignored its home market in China, instead using this lightning-fast supply chain and crazy aggressive social media to target global consumers from day one. So what's the common thread? Well, both of them built digital platforms that absolutely required global scale from the get-go. So what are these critical skills we're talking about? It's really helpful to think about them in two big categories. First up is the foundation. These are the timeless, essential skills that every single entrepreneur needs. Doesn't matter if you're starting a local coffee shop or a global tech company. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with cognitive skills. Think of this as your brain's operating system. It's not just about having one great idea. It's about your ability to constantly learn, to connect dots nobody else sees, and to solve problems in a structured way when things inevitably go wrong. This is the strategic blueprint for your entire business. Next up, we have technical skills. And this is all about execution. It's having the actual practical knowledge to build your product, to market it, and to manage the finances. These are the hard skills that turn ideas into something real, whether that's writing code, running a killer ad campaign, or building a financial model that actually works.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? You can have the most groundbreaking idea imaginable, but without the technical skills to build it or to hire and manage the team who can, it's never going to be more than just a thought. Execution is absolutely everything.
And the third pillar of our foundation, interpersonal skills. Because at the end of the day, business is always about people. This is your ability to lead your own team, to negotiate with a supplier from a totally different culture, or to truly listen to customer feedback from halfway around the world. It's the human glue that holds the entire global venture together.
All right, so you've got the foundation: cognitive, technical, and interpersonal skills. A decade or so ago, that might have been enough. But in today's hyper-connected world, that's just the starting line. To really win on a global scale, you need a second set of skills, and we're going to call these the International Accelerators. This slide shows the secret formula perfectly. Success isn't in one circle or the other. It's right there in the overlap. You have to have those universal core skills, but you amplify them with what makes the real difference on the global stage. Things like cross-cultural communication, global strategy, and adaptation. Mastering both is what creates a true powerhouse.
But it's a fair question to ask. Why has this second set of skills become so non-negotiable? What's changed? Well, the reason is that the very nature of the global business environment has fundamentally, radically changed. We now operate in what people call a VUCA world. It's volatile, with things changing at lightning speed. It's uncertain, making it incredibly hard to predict what's next. It's complex, with countless interconnected parts. And it's ambiguous, where the path forward is often super unclear. This is the tough arena that today's global entrepreneurs are competing in.
So let's talk about our first accelerator, cross-cultural competence. And this is not just about speaking another language. It's about understanding the deep, unwritten rules that drive business. For example, is it better to be super direct or a little more indirect in your emails? How do people think about time? Is being 15 minutes late a total disaster or perfectly normal? Knowing these little nuances and negotiation styles and hierarchy can literally make or break a deal.
Accelerator number 2 is the Digital and AI Toolkit. Today, you simply have to be fluent in the language of technology. This means mastering AI tools to boost your productivity, understanding data to make smart decisions, and being really aware of cybersecurity in a world with no borders. This isn't a nice-to-have anymore, it's the new literacy for business.
And our third accelerator isn't even a hard skill. It's a mindset, and that's resilience. Going global is tough. You will face setbacks. A product launch is gonna flop. A crucial deal will fall through. Resilience is the ability to learn from those mistakes, to have the guts and adaptability to pivot your entire business model, and to just keep moving forward, smarter and stronger than before.
This mantra right here pretty much captures the entire resilience mindset. The goal isn't to avoid failure at all costs. No way. It's to learn from it as quickly as humanly possible. In the modern world, the speed at which you can learn and adapt is your ultimate competitive advantage, period.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've got the foundational skills and we have these accelerator skills. So why is this specific combination the defining key to success right now?
Well, here's why it's so critical. The market today is just defined by extreme volatility, from AI and massive shifts in trade. Competition is faster, and it can come from literally anywhere on the globe. And investors, they're actively looking for founders who are globally minded and AI savvy from day one. Without these accelerator skills, your risk of failure just goes up dramatically. Now, for the best part. You don't need to wait for permission or for a degree to start building these skills. Whether you're a student or an aspiring entrepreneur, you can start building your global toolkit today, right now. And here's how you can do it. Start playing around with AI tools, get a certification, join a global case competition or a virtual hackathon to work with people across borders, look into study abroad programs or even just a virtual exchange, and start being deliberate about building an international network on LinkedIn. These are all real, powerful steps you can take immediately. So, to sum it all up, this is your toolkit for global success. It starts with that solid foundation of cognitive, technical, and interpersonal skills. And then you supercharge them with the accelerators, cultural awareness, digital and AI literacy, and a resilient mindset that sees failure as a teacher, not an ending.
Let's just leave it with this final thought. The opportunities to create something with a real global impact have never been more accessible than they are right now. But those opportunities, they're fleeting, and they will be captured by the people who have done the hard work to prepare themselves. The only question left is, will you be one of them?